Gather around, school brothers and sisters. This is Minnesota Sports Talk, bringing you the drive. Hop on in and let's go. I'm proud to announce Greg Joseph has not missed a kick. At least I don't think so. Someone correct me on that if that's not true. I don't think he's missed an extra point. I know that. But hey, that's one positive thing to talk about. As you saw probably in my heading, I am putting the Adam Thielen bobblehead or the Funko Pop, giving that away today. Gonna do a drawing. Hashtag Skull if you haven't already. If you're already in here, just do hashtag Skull. I'm still gonna give about at least 5 entries away before I pull the right one. And just to make sure you know what I'm talking about, here is what I'm talking about. 2250 I hit over the weekend. Thank you so much for supporting me. At the Adam Thielen Pop to give away at 2250. I'm trying to get to 3,000. Get to 3,000, giving away the Justin Jefferson jersey away. So let's go. Hashtag Skull. I'm still gonna give some tickets out today. If you're already in here, that's what I'm doing. All right. Jeez, we already got some people in here. I love it. Skolden, what's up? What's up, Skolden? Let's go. What's up, Sodak Kid? It feels, after a loss like this, it feels good to have someone from back home to talk to. So, hey, Kofi, what's up? Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't think anybody's really hating on Cousins too much this week. They just want him gone, but some of them, So, but I don't think anybody's really hating on him this week. Speaking of Too Evil to Hope, what's up, man? The next person after Kofi. Yes, you can give Cousins away. What's up? I 6 shooter, man. I don't know. I had the Mellow show going off on you last night. No, he's just, honestly, I worry about how people will take him. He is all full of fire, but he's not meaning anything by it. He's just a very rabid fan. Hashtag Skull. Yes. You know what? Hey, I did not have the thing up, so hang on 1 second. 6 shooter nation. That was my fault. Hold on. I'm going to have you do hashtag Skull again. Sorry about that. What do we got here? You'd think I'd know how to do this by now, but giveaway tool. Here we go. I am going to put a hashtag Skull in. Use live stream. Boom. All right. Oh, it's already registering. Got 4 entries. So I already got 4 entries. Cool. Okay. But if you need to put hashtag Skull again, please do so. All right. So yeah, I led off with Greg Joseph being the kicker of the year, offensive player of the year. No, we actually scored our first point in the first quarter. That was due to Greg Joseph. Oh, geez, we're killing it today with the comments. I love it. Let's see here. What do we got here? Kofi, what do you got? Piece of me wants Cousins to leave and play for a team that appreciates them. We all miss the Ponder days. And I hope we extend them just to laugh at the haters. I just wish we could all get along. I wish we could all get along. It's like I was told yesterday, in fact, that I was not a Vikings fan. So that I don't see how that's possible, but yeah, I don't think we should have like a contest of who's more of a fan than the other person. But did a poll today on Twitter. It came back about 69-31, and that's about what I would expect it to be. I asked, and it's probably about 300 people replied. Would you want to, if you had the choice, you only had 2 choices, win the next 3 games or lose the next 3 games? Which would you prefer? So let's do that in the comments. Lose 3, win 3. Which would you rather have in the comments? It was 69-31 in Twitter. I'll tell you which way it went after I get a few answers. Win 3 or lose 3. Which would you prefer? And I will not come after you. I honestly want to see the pulse of the nation. So that's why I do those polls, to see what people are thinking out on Twitter. Also did another poll of would you want to have the refs mic'd, well, which I think they are, but have that put out to the public what they're discussing when they deliberate calls, just to keep them honest. What are they talking about? Would you like them to hear that? Would you like to be able to hear what they were discussing when they pull a flag like they did against us? I'm not gonna lie. There was another PI they didn't call. They didn't throw a flag, and there was a Taylor tackling our rusher, just literally tackled him on that play. They pulled the flag. CJ Ham got punched right in the face on the rush. That's right up in his face, and they didn't call that either. And it was funny because it was on the replay, because they're showing a close-up of Cousins throwing it and getting hit, and then CJ Ham smacked right in the grill. You would think, man. Six Shooter Nation is wanting to lose the next 3 games, so that would have put us at 3. That would have put us at 4-4. So you wouldn't want to be 4-4. Just making sure. That's the math. On board with that. So we got 2 guys for losing the next 3 games. Okay. So prefer 1-7 over 4-4. I like the idea of winning the next 3 games. I'm thinking we can win 2 of the next 3. That'd put us at 3-5. I do talk about playoffs. Because I had us losing this game, and I was talking about going 3-5. So the fact that we played the Chiefs tough just solidifies the fact that I think we can win the next 3 games. Now, what puts a wrench into that is Justin Jefferson being hurt. Would you want to have him? And I imagine the guys and gals that want the 3 losses want him to sit out, because that helps their case. But I want him to sit out against the Bears going into Soldier Field. If that's a medium grade hamstring strain, even a mild one, I want him sitting out. I don't want him hurting. I think more of his health. When we're 1-4 and the risk to JJ is too much, I would sit him, honestly. I don't want to. One game is not going to get me. I'm not going to want Justin Jefferson to get hurt just to win 1 game against the Bears in Soldier Field when we're 1-4. So sitting him out, honestly, potentially through San Francisco, but needing him back by the Packer game. So if we could take one of the next 2 and then have him healthy for the Packer game, I would like that, because nothing I would like more is to beat the Packers. What's a day want to win 3? Hey, Barber, I know you want to win 3. I know Kofi wants to win 3. Yeah, that's the question. If you're just joining, would you want to lose the next 3 or win the next 3? Would you like to be 1-7 going into the trade deadline, or would you like to be 4-4 going into the second half of the season? I guess would be the way to put it. Dave, we can get along when it comes to Cousins. Haters have their mind made up. What I think it's a little more trolling. Like they want to get a rise out of you, because most of the guys that I met that don't like Cousins didn't really talk about it when I met them in person. So I think it's blowing off steam more than anything. Honestly, I do. I don't think. Yeah, no one's here to piss anybody off. So I think 6 Shooter wants us to lose the next 34 games, my man. Okay. 34, even when we get the new quarterback. Entire team sucks, Kofi. I don't know about that. I don't think if our whole team sucks, we just need to get rid of everybody then, right? I don't think the whole team sucks. We are -10 in turnover ratio. That got to be some sort of record this early in the season. So, and I'm putting it on individual effort, man. I'm putting it on individual effort. 8 of those are fumbles. So that's ridiculous. 4 of them are interceptions. 8 of them are fumbles. Everybody that starts or was or second tight end has fumbled except for Jordan Addison. So put that guy in every single play. Every single play. and throw it to him a lot. He does not drop the ball. He does not fumble the ball. Team will be one-dimensional. JJ, he was out and we were moving the ball last night. So I'm not as worried now that we have Jordan Addison. I'm not. But yeah, obviously JJ is an important part of it. But moving the ball, obviously more difficult without JJ. But the fact that we have a Jordan Addison who can step in, much like Diggs stepped in when he came into the league, when he finally got to dress and play, he gets 100 yards. Think of what Jordan Addison can do with more snaps. That's the way I'm looking at it. I think maybe we probably go less 3 wide without JJ, but then you throw in like a N'Keal Harry, who's a 3, 6'4". He's a big dude. Then Powell played well when he got in there. He did drop one ball, but honestly, if he catches it, it probably hurts us. Yeah, we lose 2 years, 34 games, get back to back. Yeah. I don't know about losing. 34 games, man. That we would be considered the poverty franchise people envision us as. Yeah, I don't want to be the Lions. I don't. Yeah, sure, the Lions are winning right now, but they're winning with a veteran quarterback. So the Lions, using the Lions right now as a blueprint, they literally got a free agent quarterback, and then traded and got a quarterback, and now are going to win the division probably. So using that as a, hey, let's do what the Lions did. Well, the Lions did what we did in 2018. So, well, we can, I don't see 34 wins and JJ still on the team, or 34 losses in a row and JJ still being on the team. So that really means a complete rebuild, because at the end of 34 losses, that'd be year 6 if he stays. So if we lose every single game next year, JJ's traded. He's gone. But we can't definitely extend Kirk for another year because that makes but we could definitely extend Kirk for another year because that makes the most sense. I don't think he's going to take 1 year. I don't. I think he wants at least 2. He's willing to. I think he wants 3, but I think he's willing to negotiate 2. But I don't think he'll take just 1 year. I don't think he'll do that. But hey, he's done it before. So maybe he will. I don't know. If they make Kirk the highest paid QB in the league, we could be so much better. Yeah, we could. I know you're kidding, Sodak, but I don't think anybody's going to pay him the highest paid quarterback in the year. That's Pat Mahomes making $53 million, and they don't have a receiver to throw to. Well, they have average receivers. I don't think we're going to be a one-dimensional, but Addison is going to take JJ's spot. I hope he would. 6-shooter. I hope they would put him in the number 1 spot. He's the second best receiver in the league, man. On the team. Hey guys, if you're just joining us, and it looks like some people just jumped in, I am giving away the Funko Pop Adam Thielen. I hit 2250 subs this weekend. Thanks again, everybody, for supporting me. Yeah, even though you want me, I get some hell about Kirk Cousins, but the more you do that, the better it is for me. So I appreciate it. Thank you. 2250 this weekend. 3000. I give away the Justin Jefferson jersey, but you need to be. Again, I support my brothers in YouTube. You need to be support Purple and Gold for Days, if I can find it, and GG Sports Podcast. Okay, you need to be subscribed to Purple and Gold for Days, GG Sports Podcast. So Jamie doesn't like. If for the guys that want Cousins gone, Jamie on GG Sports wants him gone. I think even Casey would just like it to go away, and so I think he probably wants it too. And Justin doesn't want Kirk Cousins either, obviously. So support those dudes. You know who they are. You've already supported them. But for those of you who don't, go do that. And Minnesota Sports Talk. So those 3 channels, and you're entered to win the Justin Jefferson jersey, and you're eligible to win the Thielen Pop today. So appreciate it. I only got 4 entries right now. Hashtag Skull. Hashtag Skull. I'm going to give away another 5 tickets before the drawing. And if I'm sassy, maybe 10. What do we got here? Sodak Quessy is an embarrassment to our organization. I know you're the spearhead of that, as far as getting rid of Quessy. And honestly, you could, go 13-4 and then you come out 1-4. He got the stamp to do what he did. I think I don't think he's gone after this year. Besides some crazy thing that would happen, I don't think Kevin O'Connell's gone after this year. I think they would be on the hot seat next year after 3 years, and I think that's fair. If you start out 13-4 and you do it with that team we had last year, with that defense we had last year, you're gonna give them 3 years. I think so. Lions didn't pay through the nose to get Goff. Okay. All right. You can think that. Now, but it's still a veteran quarterback. Still a veteran quarterback, and he's making $27 million when they signed him. Kirk was making 33 at the same time. So yeah, Goff was paid pretty close to Kirk. So it's still that whole thing about, hey, it'd be the Lions, but they did the same thing as we did. Caleb Williams, I hear he's good. I wouldn't mind a Caleb Williams. He actually looks a lot like probably even a little more athletic Pat Mahomes. That would be nice. W football players in the house. What's up, man? And shout out to Carter277. Ed Ingram has to go. I haven't looked at the tape, but I didn't hear his name called as doing something really bad this last game. I want more than anything that every player that's having a time, like TJ Hawkinson, Alexander Madison, I want everything in my being to have them turn around their careers or step up or improve their career. I want them to turn around. You can do that on the bench. You don't have to actually get rid of them because you do need players. There's not, I don't know. They were hovering Blake Brandel over him, not Dalton Reisner. So I don't know what the deal is with that. It's really kind of irritating me too. Trade Kirk for #1 draft pick. It's got a no trade clause. I don't know. Yes, I would take that. I would take a #1 draft pick for Kirk. If we're 1-4, what are my odds of making the playoffs and making a run? Not so great. Yeah, I'm going to take the #1 draft pick. I don't know if we can get that, or if he'll waive his no trade clause. So those are the two things. Too Yield to Hope. I just literally said I was willing to trade Kirk for #1, and you go, we all know Dave wants to extend Cousins for 248 years. Yep, that's what I said. And we laugh. That's good. All right, hashtag skull. Give me another. That's 5. I need some hashtag skulls. I'm giving away this Adam Thielen 100-year anniversary Funko Pop. You got to be subscribed to Purple and Gold for Days, GG Sports Podcast, and Minnesota Sports Talk. Screenshot that and go subscribe, man. Go support those dudes. They work hard. This team has more issues than Cousins at QB. That is true. That is true, man. You're eligible for the contest too, by the way, even though it's only the 3 channels I'm talking about that are not eligible. So yeah, it's called being -10 in the -10 in the turnover ratio. It's just, who thought, isn't it just emblematic of our season that we fumble on the first play? Is the iceberg and we'll start lookouts without binoculars. It was foggy that day. To Evil Hope. It was foggy that day. You on one today? Yeah, I think Dave, would you be okay with benching Cousins and get him, allow himself to be traded? No, I think it'd be a horrible thing to bench your quarterback. I would, especially our backup right now is a rookie. And I don't think you bench your quarterback to purposely lose games. It's just not a thing you should do. Why is that? Because it speaks volumes of what kind of coach you are if you're not going to put your best players out there. If you think if you think Kevin O'Connell, who is fighting for his job too, is going to say, you know what? Let's fire it. Let's bench Kirk Cousins, lose as many games as we can, and still think he'll have a job when Caleb Williams is this quarterback in year 2. How many times have you seen a team draft a quarterback and the coach that was the guy being on the team when they drafted him is gone, or the GM, right? They go draft the big rookie, and then they're fired the next year or two. So what gives you a cushion is winning, and Kevin O'Connell is going to try to win every game. If you think Kevin O'Connell is going to purposely bench a guy, what kind of character is that as a coach? I was a coach. I coached baseball. I coached basketball. I put my best 5 out there. And then, and the guys that worked hard, I gave them time. And if they worked really hard, I just gave them more time. I put them in there. I tried them. I had 12 guys on my varsity basketball team. I played all 12. I did, because, I wanted to see what they could do. And if they went out there and just walked around, they were on the bench. And what kind of message does that send to your team? What's that message send to Justin Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson, all these guys wanting good tape? KJ Osborne, who's in the last year of his contract. A lot of guys in the last year of their contract want good tape. And it's just not a good thing. If you think that's a good thing, go ahead, think that. I don't think it's a good thing. We need to dog for leadership. We lost that when we lost Pat P. You don't have anyone who rallies the team. I could see that. However, to a man, everybody talks about the leadership of Harrison Smith. To a man. You don't have to go over to the sideline and, jaw at the other team to be considered a leader. And I think even before Pat P, and I agree, Pat P made a difference. And you know what? It carried over, because I think he made a difference for Cameron Bynum. And I think Cameron Bynum learned from him. I think it was a really good thing. But Hicks is a leader, honestly. I think Harrison Smith's a leader. Daniil Hunter, not a vocal leader, but people talk about him religiously too. Skull Mafia, what's up, man? What's up? He's going to be fired for keeping Kirk because we want winning. We are not winning anything. But again, we're going to lose to get a quarterback out of the draft. The point was made that we bench Kirk to force him to get traded. It's not good business. It's really not. But yeah, he could lose for sticking with Kirk. He could lose his job for sticking with Kirk, or he could lose his job because he lost 15 games. It's a pretty catch-22. It's a catch-22. But you know what? Winning is a better option for a head coach. I'm not doing it to argue with you guys. That's my viewpoint of it, and you got yours. So and obviously, I'm more than happy to put it up here. Obviously, and I go through every comment. If Yoli Cousins was an actual leader in the locker room instead of a weirdo dad, yeah. So calling a dad a weirdo, you said the same thing to me about me posting about my dad, that it was weird. Come on, man. You can not like a guy, but really, a weirdo dad. I don't know. There's nothing weird about him being a dad, I don't think. And there was nothing weird about me posting my picture of my dad either. No one is tanking. We'll win 10 games. Watch. Kofi, the Bears game would tell me whether or not that's going to happen. And it's going to be tough. They're coming off a high. They won a game. Today, KJ was 0 good tape. I don't know. You saw that touchdown against the Chargers, right? That was pretty good. He has caught some balls. He's got some touchdowns. So he's had a lot of mistakes, and let's talk about one. Like, there's the ball that went over over his head. Both Kevin O'Connell and Kirk Cousins both said that he probably mistimed the read, the progression, and that one that went over KJ's head without him turning his head, that wasn't where the ball was supposed to come to. It wasn't. That was on Kirk. There were some high balls today, but he just plain out dropped one in this game too, where it hit him right in the chest. But yeah, KJ's had good moments, but he's not. I mean, he's not put up zero bad tape. I think I'd be happy as hell to have him as our number 3 receiver. I would. I just think Addison should get more catches. Oh man, yeah. There we go. Dylan. Dave, this is getting tough, man, but I'm trying to stay optimistic like you. Hey, I'm not, believe it or not, I get heated. I don't know. You guys should have saw me in PSF, man. I was steaming the whole game. It eats inside of me, man. It eats inside of me. But one thing that happened, and I have now a 7-year-old, I need to set an example for, and I don't know. There was one, I did a show and my kid could hear me screaming in the other room, and it had a major effect on me when my wife told me my kid was crying because he heard daddy. So I really got to keep myself in check. And so yeah, I get heated. I'm yelling. That's where the Purple Hulk came from. I said when we lose, man, I turn into frickin' Purple Hulk. But hey, you know, Bruce Banner's taking over. Bruce Banner's taking over. I'm not optimistic. I'm saying when I talk about playoffs, 10-7, I'm talking about the analytical. Hey, that's how you get there. I'm not talking about that's what I expect to happen. That's what I hope to happen. But right now, we might as well lose 2 against the Lions, and the way we're playing, we'll lose another 2. So that blows the playoffs out of the water. That's my thought process. But the only way to do it is to turn this around. And I did have the question earlier. Would you rather win the next 3 or lose the next 3 before the trade deadline? Would you rather go 1-7, or would you rather go 4-4? You know what I'm thinking. I'd rather go 4-4, because even when we're 2-15 or 2-14 at the end of the year, I'm rooting for us to win. I was rooting for us to beat the Bears. You know, I'm rooting for us to win every game. That's me. But let me be me. I'll let you be you. We're good. But yeah, and I agree. Kofi wants to. It's funny. Guys. So I don't just get followed on Twitter. People who follow me, I follow them back as a courtesy. So I'm not one of those guys that's following 50 dudes and I have 8,000 Twitter followers. I literally follow people back. So I have 6,400 followers. I follow 6,200 people. And believe me, my feed is like 70-80% positive stuff, like or middle of the road stuff. There's very little like huge negativity. If you follow a lot of people, you'll get a feed that's crazy positive. If you're following Vikings fans, so it's something to see, man. So I get a lot like that win 3, lose 3. I put that to Twitter, and 69% say win 3. So there's, and I know, and people have told me I'm not a fan because I want us to win every game. I'm a fan, dude. I will die on that hill that I'm a fan wanting us to win. I'll die on that hill. You know me. So appreciate me for wanting us to win. I appreciate you. I agree. The losing gives you a better draft pick. I will obviously accept a higher draft pick. But you know who wasn't a high draft pick? Justin Jefferson wasn't. Darisaw wasn't. Brian O'Neill wasn't. You know who was a high draft pick? Matt Khalil. Troy Williamson. Christian Ponder was like 12th or 13th or something. We had a lot of high draft picks. Boom, out of there. Harrison Smith, not a top 10 draft pick, but might be in the Hall of Fame. We got UDFAs that weren't high draft picks. You can miss on high draft picks just like you can miss on low draft picks. But so in my viewpoint, it's always like I want to have momentum going out of the season because I want the free agents to think we're a good team to go to. You see what I'm getting at? Tell me if you think that's crazy. If we're 5 and or we're 4 and 5 or 4 and 7 or whatever, and we go on a run and we're like the Lions last year, they make the playoffs? No, they went on a run. They were 1 and 7 and went on a run, and now they look at the team now. You see what I'm saying? Look at the team now. Pretty good draft. They had a pretty good draft, and they went 9 and 7. You know, so a lot of good things about. That's just my viewpoint. Having that momentum going in the next year, and getting and attracting free agents, showing them we're missing a few pieces, not the whole team. You know, you want the good free agents to come. We got some good free agents because they thought we were steps away, right? You don't get good free agents if you're 2 and 15, right? That's just my viewpoint. What's completely pointless? All right. Yeah, this you got reality, but reality is the blueprint of GM. He won't go through free agency, and when he want to bargain prices. So there's two trains of thoughts here. We all now think Davenport's pretty good, right? Murphy, pretty average. I was expecting more out of him. Outside of the fumble of Josh Oliver, we were all pretty happy with him. What did Spielman do? He threw money around, right? He got his guys, and he kept guys. Those two trains of thought. Spielman didn't bargain. He didn't. He gave the money to the older veterans. He did those things. Kwesi's the exact opposite, and we're in a lot better cap situation than him. 2025, guys, we're going to have a couple $100 million to spend, and we're going to have a rookie quarterback. It sucks that we got to wait that long, but the reason why that's available is because of Kwesi not doing long-term contracts. Davenport 1 year, you know. We can't do shit in the playoffs year in, year out. Yep. Not disagreeing. Losing does not get you better draft picks. That's a myth. If the Vikings have a QB, they think that's good. Trade all the picks and you can get them again. Mahomes wasn't the number 1 overall pick. Yeah, he was 10th. And he sat his first year. And he gives a lot of credit to his success for that. So there's some thoughts behind that. The last 5 QBs to win the Super Bowl was Manning. Good luck. Kirk Haters, 5 QB to last top 5 QB to win a Super Bowl. Yeah, that sounds right. And if we do find some good players on bargain price, those good players are pretty much on their last ride, like Akeem Hicks. Yeah, N'Keal Harry, or is it Jordan Hicks? You talking about Jordan Hicks? Are you talking about Jordan Hicks, Shooter Nation? Or Akeem Hicks? Oh, you're talking about, defensive lineman. Yeah, for the Buccaneers. I get you. Spielman screwed the team by acquiring Cousins, doomed for a decade. That's all I said and done. Wasn't the he's also the guy that got pondered. So, also the guy that got pondered. Why is everybody stuck on the one-player project stuff? We need more than just the quarterback. All I'm hearing is quarterback to play defense, and definitely can play O-line. I agree. It's easier to, I think it's easier to put a good defense together than it is to put all your efforts into a quarterback. This is my opinion. And you might not think we're probably not agreeing here, but yeah, I'm on the side that the offensive line is finally playing pretty good, and I've been saying that for 3 weeks, except for one guy, and that was Ed Ingram. So, and then the defense is showing something. The defense is showing something. So we got starting to get a decent defense. And then it's the turnovers. We finally get the mediocre defense that I was hoping for. We finally had the offensive line playing good. Kirk's got time. Receivers are now dropping balls and we're fumbling. It's killing me. It's absolutely killing me. It'll be nice to get a key mix. It would. Although, I was really wondering why the Chiefs didn't run more against us. They should have ran more. They were doing all right running the ball. I don't know why they didn't do that. So we maybe don't need a Keem Hicks now, but I think I need a nose tackle. I want a nose tackle. There is no reason to waste cap on more players to sinking ship of this team. The season's essentially over. All right. Take sure you're dead on with that. I agree. We should look for a QB, but at the point, no QB will succeed until we get better in the trenches. Yeah, I mean, we got an average enough offensive line right now. I'm not going to lie, and a lot of people are saying it, but I've been saying it for 2 or 3 weeks. They've been playing better. Even the analytics say that, but my eye test even, I haven't done it this week, but I go back and look at every play, and I'm literally focused on the offensive line. And the only guy that's been messing up nonstop had been Ed Ingram. This last week, Chris Jones just juked Cleveland out of his cleats on a play and just walked in and got Kirk Cousins on a sack. But that was an anomaly for him this year. He's in the contract year. You know, I would love to draft a offensive guard and have him dominate from week 1. I would freaking love that. Now, if we go out and get a rookie quarterback and everybody want you to go for 4 years with him, that good gesture, but in those 3 years, you're going to have to fix the team. That's what I was talking about, 6-shooter, and I get some grief for it, but I wanted to draft a quarterback in 2024, had him sit. Of course, that's out the window. Guys, it's out the window right now that Kirk's getting extended, but prior to this, I wanted him extended through 2024. If you waited 20, 30, 40 years like me to win a championship, you can wait 1 more year and draft a quarterback. Why in 2025 we'll have $200 million and we'll have extended Jefferson, we would extended Darisaw, we would extended everybody important, and we could throw a team together with all the draft picks and the free agency. We're still a destination franchise with the facilities, the team. We're not a destination franchise if we're 2-15. We're just not. You're gonna have to build through the draft if you're 2-15. And if you're 2-15 and you want Kwesi to draft that team, that's the catch-22. We can say, hey, I want to draft the team. I want to go out and draft the team. I want to build that team around that rookie quarterback. 2022. That draft is not looking so good. And you want Kwesi to draft and build the team. Now, I think he's did better in 2023, so I have a little more hope with him. And yes, people say Kevin O'Connell will draft the next quarterback, but he's only coached guys like Kirk Cousins, guys like Matthew Stafford. He's only done quarterbacks like that. Let's see what he has with Caleb Williams. Maybe he changes his offense to bring a guy in like that, like a Pat Mahomes is. We'll see. I want a guy like, you saw Kirk extend like 3 or 4 plays this last game, but obviously a Mahomes, a Caleb Williams could do so much more. That's not the Chiefs' MO. They don't run the ball. They're gunslingers. Yeah, but they ran the ball last week. I think they got almost 200 yards rushing. But yeah, they throw a lot of quick hitters. Catch and run. But yeah, they were running the ball pretty good. Flores has the defense playing well. I agree, man. I agree. It's better. I don't know why he goes after Mahomes on 3rd and 18. I don't know why he does that. And I think even Kelsey was out at the time. I don't know why he goes after him. So I scratched my head a few times. I go an all-out blitz, and just, yeah, and he beat us. He burned us. It didn't work. O-line is not the problem right now. Dropped passes and turnovers are killing his team. Man, it feels so good to agree with you right now, man. It feels so good to agree with you, Sodak Kid. Yes. The problem is the drop passes and turnovers. And the penalties. There's some penalties that's been killing us too. We are a sloppy team. We are a bad team because of the things Sodak Kid just said. You can have a great offense. You could have a great defense, but you can be a bad team. We don't have a great defense. We have I think, a great offense, but we're a bad team because of the turnovers and drop passes. Davies, you want a cousin extend through 30-24. Yep, that's it. Fuel the hope. Hey, while you're at it, put a hashtag skull. I want you to win an Adam Thielen pop. That's for you, Fuel the hope. B-Flow got the defense playing well, but the guys on the realistic, the hands that they dealt with is better tools in the toolbox. It'll be much better. I need a corner and a nose tackle right now. Murphy's not a number 1. I need a corner and a nose tackle right now. Andrew Booth Jr. actually got 11 snaps, guys, and he had the highest PFF grade of all the cornerbacks in this last game. Believe it or not. I'm off, and I was all for this last year when we were winning. Play younger guys. And I was that way as a basketball and a baseball coach. I played my guys to get them experience. Get these guys on the field. They don't get any better in practice. They get better game experience. Gotta play them. Mike Sports Vibes in the house. Mike's Sports Vibes. Hey, make sure if you got already not following Mike Sports Vibes, go over there right now and subscribe to Mike Sports Vibes. And especially if you're a Sixers fan, go get them. Mike Sports Vibes. Which brings me to giving away the Thielen jersey, or the Thielen Funko Pop. I hit 2250 this weekend. Make sure you hashtag skull. I'm going to give away five tickets, and then I'm going to draw the ticket and give you the Adam Thielen Funko Pop. Well, 3rd and 18, you put pressure on Mahomes. You want to go into work some magic. You got to do something, get back there. But I think 3rd and 18, yeah, it's a catch-22. My game plan was not to blitz him as much because he's been struggling. He's throwing in the last week against the Jets. He could have thrown 5 pick-worthy. He threw 5 pick-worthy balls, and 1 was actually a pick, and they got called back. Why do we drop so many passes? I do not know. Mike Sports Vibes, I do not know. What do we got here? What do we got? 6-shooter nation. So what kind of team did we have last year? A bad team, yes, but they were a character team, a proud team. That's what kind of team we had last year. Why they can't pull those wins out this year. We were one of the least turnover teams in the league last year. Yeah, I don't consider character. I think that's intestinal fortitude. We don't have the guts to hold on to the ball right now. When you saw Josh Oliver fumble that ball, he did not get a second hand. He went to reach for the second hand, but he got hit before it. And I have no doubt that that is being emphasized in practice. These guys have been taught ball security since Pop Warner, since Pee Wee or whatever they call it in your town. They've been taught ball security ever since then. It's an individual effort to screw up like that. It's, honest to God, an individual effort to screw up like that. Oh my gosh. We thought Bryce Young was for sure a hit until the 2 games of the season. Having a QB sit for a year or 2 is still the best way to develop them. It can be, yeah. It can be. Or they could start right away and blow up. Josh Allen did not play well his first couple years. He didn't play well. Oh, no problem, Mike. I want to have you on again pretty soon. We got someone dropped out on Wednesday if you want to come on. I was going to have Ted Glover on, but he had a family thing. So I would love to have Mike Sports Vibes on Wednesday, 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. Hashtag Skull. Yep. Hashtag Skull. You're getting that Funko Pop. Hey, when Skull Mafia, when I was at Skull Fest, I was at like when I was flying in the Atlanta airport, I was a little over 1,900 subs, and here I am a month later giving away $22.50 prize. So thanks, guys. It's all because of you. Got a lot of new listeners, and I do a lot of shorts now, but I appreciate it. Sup, MSP. All right, Mike. What happened to TJ? He got that money. He shouldn't have never paid. This is me waiting for his ear infection to go away. This is me. I'm waiting for his ear infection to go away. What do you think? Oh, man. Think he's still got an ear infection? What's Too Evil to Hope got to say? Getting rid of Cousins, the first step to fixing this team. I've never heard you say that before. Hey, thanks, Skolma. Oh. I appreciate it. I know we disagree on Cousins, but hey, and I'm sorry. Florida doesn't pay shit for workers. I would love for you to move down here, man. When I looked at that, I don't think they pay for workers. I don't know how to look up guys that do what you do, but I looked up linemen, and yeah, apparently, yeah, that's a cut and pay, man. I can't. When I first moved down to Florida, my salary, $17,000. How did I live down here for $17,000? All right, that was 1998. I'm waiting for the ear infection to go in the back to stop hurting. In the back to stop hurting. Yes, sir. Oh my god. That's funny. All right. So I didn't really talk about a lot of the game. I gave shout out to Greg Joseph making all his extra points this year. And we scored in the first quarter. There was Madison not catching the ball. That killed us. Now, Kirk talked about he was high a lot, and there was quite a few balls that were high. There's also a few balls where he could have led his guy a little bit, took him some off. So it was not, I'm not going to say every drop was on him. I would say we should have caught half of those drops, at least. The at least 2 of the drops by TJ, he had to jump up and try to get him, but Kirk had to throw it over to the defender, right? So, and if you throw air under it, you're bound to get hit. So he threw it on a rope. He threw it on a rope to Oliver too. That hit him in the hands on the sideline, going towards the end zone. Yeah, we got to catch a few more of those. We can't drop all of them, you know. I did blame Kirk and Kevin O'Connell both took blame for KJ not turning his head around. It's because he was like third in the progression. He wasn't when he just turns his head around, the ball's flying by him. So Initially, I thought, yeah, that was a little quick, but that was where the window was. But I think he's supposed to get further along across the back of the end zone. So yeah, there was a lot of throws that were a little off. All right. Let's give me a shout out to my biggest contributor.
Great cash, homie.
Shout out to Too Evil to Hope. So if we could make 3 immediate changes to this team right now without being hindered by the owners, what would they be? Hey guys, answer this question. I'll answer it too. 3 immediate changes to this team right now without being hindered by the owners, what would they be? I need a corner. I need a nose tackle. What else? I mean, give me another D lineman, I guess. Give me 2 corners and a nose tackle, or a nose tackle, another D lineman, and a corner. One of those 3 things, or either 2 of those scenarios. That's for me. That's what we need. So what do you guys would do? What 3 immediate changes? Too Evil to Hope wants to know. TJ is a big 25-year-old, 6 foot something baby. I swear he plays soft. He doesn't have great hands. We're finding that out. He is not Rudolph. He's not Rudolph, but he's athletic. And he laid a nice block to free you know me. I'll put out a positive thing. He laid a nice block for Alexander Madison to break open for that touchdown. I give a shout out to him for that. But yeah, as far as the catching ability, he's got a little bit of stone hands going on. He does not have strong hands. Let's put it that way. Bob, you want Wentz? Bob Swede wants Wentz. Hey, Bob, hashtag skull, you enter the contest. Nose tackle, quarterback, left guard. Or right guard. Oh, left guard because we got Dalton Reisner, or you think Cleveland's worse than Ed Ingram? That we're going to need a left guard because I don't think we're going to re-sign Cleveland unless he wants to play guard the rest of his career. We drafted. This is what's crazy. Cleveland was going to be our starting left tackle until we drafted Darisaw. What could we have got? I would love to go back and look at that draft and have Cleveland our left tackle and see what we could have got. And would that have made us better? But I was happy as crap when we drafted Darisaw. Absolutely happy. I was like, you draft the best player. You draft the Adrian Peterson. You draft the Moss, even though you don't need him. You should have drafted Warren Snap. You should have drafted Aaron Donald. That's what happens when you screw up and don't take the best player and you draft for need. But I was really on board with Darisaw, even though we had Cleveland. I would get 3 O-linemen to build around Kirk. Shut up. I know you mean that, Sodak. Hashtag Bob. He's got it. I got 9 entries. Thanks, Bob. Cousins exit strategy, new center, trade away as many assets for draft capital. Does that include Justin? He is our biggest asset, and that's at least 2 first-round picks. How are we doing, Skull Mafia? Hey, can you answer my question? Do you on your 3 trade away as many assets for draft capital? Too Evil to Hope. Who are you talking about? Our biggest asset is Justin Jefferson, Darisaw. All those. You're not. That's the thing. I'm not trading a Darisaw. I'm not trading an O'Neal, right? That's just crazy. How often do you get 2 bookend tackles that are just going to be dominant for the next 5 years, right? I can't get rid of those guys. And so does that mean Justin Jefferson? Does that mean KJ Osborne? Harrison Smith. Do we say Harrison Smith, goodbye? Go play on some other team the rest? You wanted to retire a Viking? Too bad. I mean, Daniil Hunter's got a no-trade clause. Kirk Cousins got a no-trade clause. Gosh, these are tough choices. These are good Vikings. These are good Vikings that would help us the next few years. Well, Rick Spielman screwed up trying to change our lineman's position. Cleveland, yes, I agree, man. The thing is, we were so desperate for linemen that we had to use Cleveland interior. But the smart move would have been, hey, we drafted Darrisaw. Let's see what we can get for Cleveland, and then go free agent with the lineman. But no, we tried to put him at right guard from left tackle. That's like telling me to write left-handed. So Hunter, Davenport, Cleveland, Hawkinson. Yeah, I could see that. Tuval Hope. That is spot on. Hawkinson, a little tougher. He just signed a huge contract. Hunter, 1 year. We probably have to eat some of Hunter. We'd probably have to eat some of Davenport. We'd probably have to eat some of Hawkinson. But that's a good list of what we'd have to do if trading them if when it comes to the trade deadline. Linemen. More linemen. Yeah, let's get some linemen. Obviously Jordan Addison's the real deal. Relying on him. KJ had 5 catches, Jordan Addison, mini Justin, I'm going to call him now runs awesome routes, man. And Kirk has and I know what you think, some of you guys just want Kirk gone, but who has better chemistry than Jordan Addison and Kirk Cousins right now on the team? Justin Jefferson, sure, but does he have as good a chemistry as he has with Jordan Addison? Jordan Addison's not dropping crap Kirk throws to him. He's hitting him on the run. He's looking great. I can't think of another guy on the team that he has better chemistry with right now. So, hey, guys, with Justin Jefferson injury, answer this question. Justin Jefferson injury, sit him against the Bears. We're talking about crappy Soldier Field. I know they replaced the surface last year, but it's Soldier Field. We hate that place. I'm sitting him. I want him healthy. I'm almost willing to sit him against. I want him. Honestly, I'd sit him in the next 2 games if he has any lingering effects, because I want him. If we win the Bears, we lose the San Francisco, I need him healthy for the Packers game. But I don't think they're going to rush him. So do you think we should sit Justin Jefferson? Addison will ball out Sunday. JJ should sit. I agree, Barber. I agree. Yep, you're right. I think Cleveland was playing his best football to then. We got to get a good trade for him. Yeah. Cleveland's playing good. Good timing too, right? You guys are going to see how good Addison really is. He's going to take over the number 1 spot while JJ's out. You'll see KJ is number for we needed Jalen Naylor signing. I would love Jalen Naylor to come back, but I think he's on the DL, right? And they were late putting him on. I don't think he is back next week. That's a problem. Jalen Naylor's good, guys. I just wish he wasn't hurt right now. I'm so ready to see what Jalen Naylor got to offer this team. Dude, 6-shooter, you and me are agreeing on a lot of shit here. Jordan Addison, Jalen Naylor, I think that's our 2 and 3 next year. What do you guys think about Cam Akers taking over as starter at running back? Or at least getting 50% of the carries. Why play him at all? Too evil to hope. Why play him at all? You don't want him hurt for next year, right? They said November is the earliest he would be back. Are you talking about Naylor? Mafia, is that Naylor you're talking about? Or are you talking about Justin Jefferson? Because I didn't hear that. What I heard today is they're still evaluating him. So I think you're saying Naylor, right, Mafia? I just with you on not against you. I know 6 years. It's fine, but we have a reasonable conversation, right? You do not say crazy stuff. I know people don't like they prefer a particular quarterback style. I just like good quarterbacks. I'm so used to having bad ones. I'm just so used to having bad ones. When I finally get a decent one, in fact, top 5 last year, top 5 this year, stats wise, I'm finally having a good quarterback, and all of a sudden I can't put a defense. Now this year, we got an offense, we got a defense that's semi decent, the line's playing better, and we're fumbling the ball. I just want to pull my freaking hair out. Killing me. How do we start Kirk Cousins at running back to teach him to move, then start Jaron Hall? Yep. Now he's getting advice from an outside doctor, JJ. Obviously second opinions are warranted. Makes sense. Remember, we had a guy sue our team because we ruined his career. We cut a artery. JJ's out till November. Wow, did I miss that? All right. Shit. That's crazy. The Viking standards are so low at QB, they're down there with dinosaur bones. Yeah. I'm not used to having bad quarterbacks. We had some good ones. Jeff George, I can go down the list. We had some good QBs for a year. We had Brad Johnson. We had Wade Wilson. We had Tommy Kramer. We had Culpepper. Culpepper and Tommy Kramer had losing records. Brad Johnson, Wade Wilson had winning records. We had Warren Moon. We had Brett Favre. But we only had like a year or two of these dudes. We went last year. It came out report that from the time Favre became the quarterback of the Packers to 2022, we had gone through 19 starting quarterbacks. 19. So in what 1990, I forget what year it was it, 96? I don't know. We went through 19 starting quarterbacks. 19 different quarterbacks started for us in like 20 years, 25 years or something like that. So that's what I'm talking about, Six Shooter. It's been a while since we've had a good quarterback. And then we had Sam Bradford won 5 games, and then we end up 8-8. We had Teddy Bridgewater that finally started to look good, and he blew out his knee. But there was a gap there that was really bad. Really bad. Yeah, sure. Too able to hope. He's got the second best winning percentage of Vikings quarterbacks that's played for 5 years or more. But yeah, he's not top 10. Okay, Brad Johnson was pretty good. Dante Warren Moon, Brett Favre. Yeah, just for a year or two, right? Brad Johnson actually and Wade Wilson are the other two guys that I go to for played for a while. Like, so we got Fran Tarkington. We got Tommy Kramer. Then I talk about Wade Wilson. I talk about Brad Johnson. And I talk about Culpepper. Other than that, you don't have a quarterback that played like more than 3 years for us until Kirk Cousins. And that's why I talk about that. Tommy Kramer was decent. Wade Wilson was okay. He's not bad as these quarterbacks are now. Dante screwed yourself trying to be his own manager. Well, he blew out his knee and he fumbled a lot. They had the 9-inch hands. Being honest, Case Keenum was the most fun to watch since Culpepper. He had That was a good defense too. He fit the moment. He fit the moment, I think, for sure. And that offensive line coach we had that he was still alive that year. He died that summer. Actually had that offensive line top 17. 17th best offensive line in the league is whatever measurement they went by. So, and he was able to move around and extend plays. Doesn't have the weapons that we have now, though, right? So that's crazy. I don't think he didn't have huge stats or anything. We just won. We had the best defense in the league, number 1 ranked defense in the league. So yeah, it was fun to watch him. We didn't turn the ball over as much. The offensive line was playing pretty average, and we had the number 1 defense. And McKinnon was our running back because Dalvin Cook got hurt in the 4th game. He was leading the league in rushing when that happened. I remember when we went to Sam Bradford in the Bears game, and then he sucked. We pulled him because he was just looked like he was a shell of himself because of the knee. And then Keenum brought us back. Yeah, pondering. Yeah, there's a credibility factor with that too. The hope you kind of lose credibility when you say Ponder and T-Jack are better than Cousins. Oh shit, yeah, Bob Swede. But Rich Gannon didn't start for very long. But yeah, he goes on to win an MVP with the Raiders. But yeah, that was one of our mistakes is we didn't keep Rich Gannon as our starting quarterback. That's a big mistake. You're right. Bob Swede makes a hell of a point. And honestly, a few days ago, I was thinking about that. Yeah, Rich Gannon, man. He had 2 amazing years with the Raiders. Lost the Super Bowl. And the other thing that were screwed up too is they could have kept Case Keenum back as a backup or starter. He got signed for $20 million with Denver. He wasn't going to come in back as a backup. He got $20 million with Denver, if I'm not mistaken, 18 or 20. So one of those 2 numbers. So we went and paid Kirk 28. But Keenum got 20 for Denver and lost his starting job immediately and didn't do anything. Is he even in the league right now? I think he's younger than Kirk. I don't know. But yeah, he immediately Case Keenum fit the offense we had really good at, and he was mobile. Of course, different team, right? Different coach, different offensive coordinator. People forget from 2007, what was it? It was 2017, we lost our offensive coordinator. He got promoted to be head coach of the Giants, and we got DeFilippo. So that was our offensive coordinator the next year, and our O-line coach died. So we lost 2 offensive coaches going into that next season, devastatingly. We had co-offensive line coaches. It's weird. Hey, I'm going to do the drawing now. Let me present. Share screen, giveaway, boom. I'm going to give the drawing away. I'm going to give 5 here really quick. And you're going to be part of this. You're going to be part of this drawing for the Thielen. And any last hashtag skulls? Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. I'm going to give 6 away just because I got 6 right here. Giving 6 away. Sodak Kid. I'm going to put Sodak Kid. Sodak Kid. All right. Sodak Kid. Sodak Kid. All right. 2 more. Sodak Kid. Sodak Kid. All right. And you are eligible to win you're eligible to win the Justin Jefferson jersey too, man. And I put the coupon right back in. You don't lose a coupon either. I love to do that. You can win all 4 of my prizes. All right. I'm giving away that THIELEN Funko Pop. Let's go. Let's see what we got here. All right. So here's my hand. We mix it up. Mixing it up here. Mixing it up. It's my kid's Viking helmet. This is Marv's Lucky Viking helmet. All right. Who do we got here? I put a number and I signed it to people. So it's a Viking. It's a listener. It's not from Twitter. It's number 10. Who's number 10? Let me find who's number 10. All right. Who do we got as a winner? Boom, boom. Let me get back here. I got it. I wrote down the list. You know what? I put it on my phone. Here we go. All right. Number 10. How about no is the winner? How about no? Number 10 has won the Adam Thielen. All right. How about no is the winner? He wasn't in today, but he is. And then all you guys are entered to win. If you've won tickets, all you guys are entered to win the Justin Jefferson jersey. So that kid, you just got 6 entries into it. I wrote your name down on the tickets and put them in. So that's awesome. That's the first giveaway. That's my first $22.50. The next giveaway is at $2,500. Love it. I will be doing various things to give away tickets to those. All right. What's happening? Okay. So if you don't know the contest, let me just make sure. Add a stage. All right. I am giving at $22.50, at $2,500, $27.50, and at $3,000 the grand prize. So at $22.50, I gave away the Adam Thielen Funko Pop. All right. I gave away the Adam Thielen Funko Pop, and that was How About No was the winner of that. So I got to find him. If you ever see a How About No in a chat, let him know. I know he's been in my chats before, but I'll try to reach out to him. But he's won the Adam Thielen. But so that kid, he just won 6 entries into the Justin Jefferson jersey. Congratulations, kid. Yep, he's got 6 entries into it. You know what? I'm feeling saucy. I'm going to give away another 5. Of course, you can't win Adam Thielen now, but I'm going to give away another 5. All right. Here we go. One more drawing. Giving away 5. What do we got here? 5 more. I'm going to give 6 more. 6 more. Barber, you got 6, okay? You got 6 entries. Okay, I'll put your name in the hat after the show. But hey, so Barber got 6. All right, I'm happy for you. Barber, he's coming to my shows. Now, I'm going to be on PSF here, and in about 45 minutes, me and Ali are going to be talking Vikings. So if you got the PSF app, we're going to be live come in the chat, support us. Kofi, you're in this. I think you got like 5 or 10 entries into this. I've been keeping track. No problem, Barber. No problem. Yep. It's again, you got to be, and I know you guys are, you're Purple and Skull for Days and GG Sports Podcast. I know you guys are entered into that. So, hey, again, I'm on PSF. I'm talking football with Ali. You can come and chat with us. The next game, I believe, the Bears. I am on PSF on that game too. It's a struggle. There's not a lot of people, and the app's a little quirky right now. So we appreciate the support while that platform grows. It would be nice that the Vikings fans go over and take over that, make it a home for the Vikings. So pro sports fans, if you haven't downloaded it already, PSF, Pro Sports Fans. It's started by Sean Salisbury, former Viking quarterback. I seen him play once. He subbed for Warren Moon, and he beat the San Francisco 49ers the year they went to the Super Bowl. Last game of the season, won the division. That is Sean Salisbury. I got to be in a conference call with him. I know what he did at ESPN, so no need to talk about that. But yeah, come support us. Rap and SK do that too. Me, Ali, and a girl named Nicole, who I have yet to see yet, but PSF, I appreciate it. Live tomorrow with Justin. We got a new format. And the Mellow Show is going to be a regular on the show now. And I'm with Rap on Purple and Skull Media, and the Skull Experience is on Wednesday, and that's usually a good time too. So I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Make sure you if you haven't already, make sure you're subbed to everybody in Purple and Skull Media. Talk to you later. Skull Vikes. Booyah.